All right, just taking a quick look at this new Nama M1 plant-based milk maker. This is a revolutionary design, and we're going to talk about how it works and what makes it so good. And we're not going to talk about the box or the packaging. You watch some of these videos, it's like 10 minutes about how they put this thing in the box to ship it. So let's jump right into it. The benefit of this design is, yeah, you can make milk out of, hey, you can make milk basically out of anything. You can make your own milk, your own custom recipe. It's not just about having, it fresh. Of course, that's one of the biggest appeals. But no, you can make it exactly how you want it as well. And you can throw in other stuff. You don't have to just do nuts or seeds. You can throw in other stuff to sweeten it, a little bit of fruits, some other kind of sweetener, whatever you want. Anything to flavor it, you can throw it in there as well. Because this thing, it works like a juicer. It's just that you're not juicing something that has a lot of water content, so you have to add your own water. That's the only difference here. And this thing is super simple to use. In fact, there's not even really like different modes or different settings. The only thing you really need to kind of determine is, how thick do you want the milk? So you add water, yes, you can add between 2 and 4 cups, okay? So it's got to be between there, 2, 3, or 4 cups. Obviously you want 4 cups if you want it real liquidy. If you want it more creamy, you do 2, or maybe you want 3 in the middle. It's simple, as simple as that. And then you add whatever you want to make milk out of, and you add 1 cup of the nuts or whatever it is that you're adding. So it's 1 cup, of nuts and 2 to 4 cups of water, depending on how you want it to come out. And what's really cool about this is the lid for this thing. That's what they're using here, is actually a 1 cup measuring thing. You know what I mean? Like it holds 1 cup. It's as simple as it gets, isn't it? So hopefully, yeah, hopefully you made it past those 2 steps. Guess what the 3rd step is? You just turn it on. There's no settings here. And it goes for 1 minute. So in this minute, it basically blends up the nuts or whatever you put in there. It blends it up and mixes it with the water. And that gives you the milk. This is nothing special. This is what, every other milk maker does. Nothing special here. So you might say, well, why am I spending $400 on this thing? Well, it's because of the second cycle. So, once the first minute is done, you're going to open the spout and you're going to release the milk. The majority of it, at least. But remember, the pulp is sitting in the center still. And it's still quite wet, right? It's still got a lot of milk content in it. This is where, if you had a regular milk maker, you'd actually have to dump it out, into a nut milk bag and squeeze it, strain it yourself by hand, right? It's nasty. So this is what makes this product so good, so revolutionary, is that there's a second cycle. And this actually spins the whole inside of this thing. It spins it like a washer, like a washing machine on your spin cycle. It's the exact same process. To get, you do that, obviously, to get all the water, as much of the water as you can, out of the clothes. So that's exactly what happens here. It spins it, and it extracts the remaining milk. And so that spinning cycle goes for 45 seconds. So, yeah, less than 2 minutes, and you got fresh, homemade, highly nutritious, delicious milk, nut milk. Right there. You can pour it on your cereal. You can add it to your coffee. You get, hey, you might want to, I don't know. If you want a little bit of coffee with your milk. And now the part everyone dreads. This is the worst part, isn't it? It's, of course they're going to advertise it as easy to clean. It's not going to be easy, trust me. It's going to be like any other juicer. Everybody hates cleaning a juicer. It's the same concept, isn't it? You're still going to have to clean, yeah, that stainless steel filter. That's the worst part, isn't it? All those little holes, they get clogged up. So now they say they do give you a cleaning brush, you know. So you're going to be, hey, you're going to be scrubbing this thing. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be scrubbing this thing if you want it to be, if you actually want it to be clean. I mean, hey, some people don't care. You know, they just, it starts collecting. Starts, you know, I don't know. Don't be that person. Clean it. I don't know what I say, like, just make as big of a batch as you can in one go. You know, save it. You know, get some mason jars, fill them all the way up so you don't have any oxygen in the jar. You know, it's going to last longer. Make a couple of batches maybe. Fill up those mason jars, put it in the fridge. And that way, I don't know, maybe you only have to do this like once a week.